So foul and fair a day I ain't never seen.
How far is it called the forest? Why ain't these so withered, so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it? Leave you, or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me, but each at once her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be woman, and your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
Hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, deputy of Glamis!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, deputy of Cawdor!
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee who shall be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly you show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope, that he seems right withal. To me you speak not, and if you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail! Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Hey, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I'm the Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The deputy of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be boss stands not within the prospect of belief. No more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
Earth hath bubbles, as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted, as breath into the wind. Would they have stayed it?
Were such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, were it not so.
For the self-same tune and words, who's here?
The king has happily received Macbeth, the news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture of the rebels' fight, his wonders and praises do contend, what should be thine or his. Silence with that, and viewing over the rest of the safeless day, finds the stout Indian ranks, nothing afeard of what thou didst self make, strange images of death, as thick as hail, came post with post, and every one did bear thy praises and thy kingdom's great defense, and pour them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal sheriff thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not to pray thee.
And for earnest of great honor, he bade me from him to call thee deputy of Cawdor. In which addition, hail, most worthy deputy, for it is you.
What, can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you give me a borrowed gun?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears the life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was come with those of Indian ranks, or did land the rebel with hidden help or advantage, or that with both his labor did his country wreck, I know not. The treason's capital, confessed and proved, had overthrown him.
Claus, the Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thank you for your pains. Do you not hope that your children shall be kings? When that gave the deputy of Cawdor to me, promised no less to them.
That trusted home might yet enkindle you unto the crown, besides the deputy of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness will tell us truths, win us honest trifles to betray and deepest consequence. Cousins, a word I pray you.
2 truths are told of happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial fame. I thank you, gentlemen. Cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hast thou given it to me in the earnestest success, commencing in a truth? I am the deputy of Carter. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs, against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder is yet fantastical, shakes so single state of man that is function smothered and surmise. Nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partners rapt.
If chance will have me king, chance may crown me without my stir.
New horrors come upon him, like our strange garments. Cleave not to their mold, but with the aid of use.
Come what come may, time and hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor, my dull-blank response, things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn, the leaf to read them. Let us turn toward the king, think about what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts to each other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
If it were done when it is done, then we're done well. If it were done quickly, if the assassination could trammel up the consequences, and catch with his surceased success, but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we'll jump to the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. Here's here in double trust. First, I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should bear against his murderer, shut the door, not bear the knife himself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne faculties so meet, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued, against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have brought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their nearest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself, hath it slept since, and wakes now to look so green and pale? Why did it so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou feared the same in thine own act, valor as thou in desire? Wouldst thou have which thou esteem the ornament of life, and live a coward in their self-esteem? Letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat I the adage.
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares to do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did thee adhere, and yet you would make both. They had made themselves, and that fitness now does unmake you. I have given sucking, now how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it is smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums, and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done this.
If we should fail?
We fail? But screw your courage to this sticking place. We'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, Whereto rather shall his day's hard journey? Should we invite him, his two chamberlains I will with wine wassail so convince that memory wardeth the brain shall be fume and the receipt of reason limbeck only. When in the swinish sleep their drenched natures lie in as death, what cannot perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What put upon the spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt upon our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Would it not be received when we have marked the blood with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up, each corporal agent to this terrible feast. Away, mark the time, and with fair show, false face must hide with what false heart doth know.